gonna fly. Even if you try, you never gonna ride. Gotta keep your head up, even if you cry. That's just one more reason to try. My Hero Academia. Now I'm about at chapter 213, I want to say. 213 or 214. And wow, I'm at the point right here. I just saw the predecessor of, or one of the predecessors of One for All, and he explained that power that was oozing out of, it looked like venom was popping out of Deku at some given point, and the predecessor shows up, and he's like, yo, you need to be able to harness that anger. Anger is fine, but you just got to control your heart and how you're using that anger. So I think I look at it as the metaphor and the message of it. And we're going to talk about all of it, because in that also, that whole thing, we find out Deku is about to have all the quirks of the predecessors of One for All, and he's about to be super OP, and it's wild. A lot of people are saying that it reminds them of when Naruto found out, or we found out about Ashura and Indra with Naruto, how he was the child of destiny all along. So then what was the point? It was even further, or way before that, when we had that child of destiny thing that people were saying that about Naruto. And now people are saying that, and they're saying that My Hero Academia is basically booty now, because Deku was all along this child of destiny, essentially, because he has these newfound powers. I have a lot to say about it, to be honest with you. So again, people, their frustration is that they feel as though it defeats the whole purpose of the story of this underdog that had the cards were stacked against him, and he kind of just did it on his own. I look at it like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Where I'm at right now, again, about chapter 213. I'm before the end of this whole big class A versus B fight, or not fight, training exam, whatever you want to call it. I always just say it's training to me, because I got a lot to say about that. The thing that is explained very, very well is that if Deku was trash, he wouldn't have that. He wouldn't be able to control it, for that matter. He wouldn't be able to do nothing with it, and he still has to keep progressing. So his power, it's metaphorically, in my mind, it's saying Deku's power is the fact that he continues to persevere no matter the odds are stacked against him. Now he has a new challenge of kind of controlling all of these and learning little by little a new quirk, which is going to make for a good new power-up for Deku every arc, if that's how they're going to do it. I don't know. Again, I haven't finished the exam or whatever. If Deku was like, yo, they about to give me all 6 of these quirks, I'm trash. Like, I can't believe they're about to do this. I'm trash. Then I'd be like, what? You know what I'm saying? But the fact that Deku, once again, continued like, okay, I'm just going to persevere. Okay, I got it on lock. Doesn't make me as upset as maybe somebody would get, because I wasn't upset about the Naruto thing either. I wasn't that upset about it. Looking back, yeah, it does mess with the message. With this one, I feel as though, because, I mean, he's already had One for All in him from the beginning of the series. So he already had a power that wasn't essentially his own quirk to begin with. Now that power is manifesting because of his hard work. So Deku, even though, you know, you say whatever, he wasn't like, yo, I'm trash, I don't deserve this. He kept moving forward with the power up from the beginning, and now he has to continue doing it. So I'm kind of missing the message of why people are very upset. It goes back into Naruto as well, because then that's also like saying Naruto is trash because he had Kurama in him from episode 1. Deku has had One for All in him, not episode 1, chapter 1, but he's had it in him fairly early on in the series. So what is different now that this quirk is manifesting more abilities for him, but he has to be able to master himself as a person in order to use these abilities? If he's just like, yo, I'm trash, I sit here, I'm garbage, nobody take me serious, look at me, I am Deku, I am trash. If he was like that, then I'd be like, okay, we've officially jumped shark here, people, but we're not there. You know what I mean? We're not there. I see it as, again, how is it any different than what he's been already? The only thing that you could argue is that the way they're saying that he's destined, but even if he's destined to complete this quirk, because he has the capability and he has the personality and the tenacity to persevere through all of this stuff, that's his power. That's Deku's. The conversation that he even had a chapter or 2 ago with Bakugo, or every conversation since Bakugo's learned the true secret of Deku and whatnot, has been hurry up, I want to see your power. And all of that, I wouldn't be surprised by the end of My Hero Academia, he loses all those quirks again. It'll probably get him through some adventures or whatever, but he's probably going to lose all of them again and just have normal All Might strength. Or he might be like a Batman or something and end up with nothing. But again, we got to wait and see. Like, this is the thing where, like, and that's why I think my opinion is very valuable and valid, because everybody normally just wants to jump and immediately jump down the series' throat. And don't get me wrong, I love Black Clover, and if I was on that path, I'd be like, yeah, man, that's why you need to read Black Clover. But that'd be corny, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't see it as like a deal breaker by any means. The fact that, in fact, I was thinking that Deku was going to have a quirk that was latent and eventually come out via his parents. I thought that maybe he'd have his parents' quirk too, and I wouldn't be mad about that, because again, it comes from within, and he has to master it to be able to use it. That's been the idea and the premise behind Deku's character and his development all along. The only thing that is problematic, I would argue again, is the whole idea of he's the chosen one to finish off this whole mechanic. But even then, he wasn't chosen even by All Might. All Might didn't choose Deku. Deku chose All Might, and All Might went along with it, if you really look at it deeply. Because All Might wasn't there for Deku. He didn't come to UA for, you know, that wasn't his first choice. His first choice was, the dude with the Obito type powers or whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trash too, man. No. But yeah, he wasn't his first choice. So how could you say that, like, it was a chosen thing and they planned it all along, or there was this... Deku chose him. It's fine. I think this is going to be really awesome. I want to see Deku more in that shrouded thing. When he's in the spirit world talking to the predecessors, I love that whole, he looks like a shinobi of some sort. I love that. And the predecessor that he got that power from, the whip or whatever, and the venom type powers, that was freaking incredible. I think he's an awesome character. I love, honestly, where I'm at right now, if anything, got more excited. I don't see it as like, oh, it's a problem. I just don't see it as a big problem. Deku getting all of that, because if that's the case, then you had a problem all along, because One for All was not his genetically. So you have a problem with it not coming from the genetics. If that's the case, then yeah, you've had a problem with the series from the jump. So that's how I see it. That's my take on it. I don't feel as though it betrays anything that the series didn't establish very early on. You want a character that is straight up 100% hard work only, and gets his stuff, then maybe Black Clover would be the choice. I'm not saying that to plug it. I'm just being honest. But My Hero Academia, I'm 213 right now. I'm loving it. It finally got really, really interesting and exciting. Well, it got interesting a few chapters before that. And I'm talking about because the beginning of the Class A versus Class B training, the Shinzo stuff. But yeah, we'll talk more about that in another video. I'm curious what you guys think about this, though. In My Hero Academia, up to chapter, I believe, 213 or 212, somewhere around there, 210s to around there, the power-up that Deku got, of now that he's about to have the other 6 quirks from One for All. Is that a deal breaker for you? Does it make you hate the series? Do you feel as though it betrays the entire series altogether? It ruined it? It's similar to how you felt if you felt negatively towards Naruto being the child of destiny, or you see it as it's been the case. That's been a gifted quirk to him all along that is evolving, and it's only evolving due to Deku's hard work. If not, he would be trash, laying there, probably beating himself off into another planet and not knowing about how to control these powers, okay? You know what I mean? Like, he, with his own strength, did that. My Hero Academia, honestly, again, right now, I think that power thing is going to be very interesting. It's going to show all the evolution. If anything, we're getting a spoiler for Deku's, I guess, power-ups throughout the way. For me, it looks like, oh, we're about to, this is a spoiler for the Super Saiyan 1 through 3 transformation, so to speak, because those are going to be his power-ups. That's what it seems to me. He got the first one now. There's still 5 more. They're probably going to be scattered through a couple of arcs, unless I'm wrong. Again, I'm about 10, 11 chapters behind, but just got to wait and see. I'm excited either way. Honestly, right now, where it stands, Deku, if anything, is just getting more interesting, because to be honest with you, after a certain point, there's only so creative in a shonen where in the market and day and age that we're in right now, you got to be creative and have cool powers and stuff like that. There's only so much creative and cool things you could do with just, you know, super strength and stuff like that. Maybe that's one of the reasons why Superman gets so much hate, because, well, his is a little bit different because he's too perfect. People have a problem with him. But yeah, I know I kind of just trailed off. That's my wrap up for the Deku problematic aspect that people have been talking about in My Hero Academia. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. I know I hate ending these because I have so much of a blast doing these with you guys. Forever Friday, 7 p.m. every Friday, Eastern Standard Time. Well, 7-ish. I might be 7:05, 7:10. It's usually never 7 on the dot. But yeah, Forever Fridays. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit the bell to get all notifications. If you miss getting my notifications in, it's because YouTube. Make sure you got that all notifications on. I think you got to click it twice on the bell. I'd really appreciate it. Been having a blast on the channel doing it. And yeah, those notifications really help so that y'all get the content and everything keeps moving along. And if you want to check any of my other social media, links, of course, in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. Can't forget the music, though, although I can't even play music. Shit, I can't play music. Ah! It's coming.